Welcome to Mr. Chalk's Revision Tips. In this video, we will look at
the solar system and planets. So the solar system is the gravitationally bound system of the sun and orbits it either directly or indirectly. Of the objects that orbit the sun directly, the largest are the 8 planets, with the remainder of small objects such as dwarf planets and asteroids and such forth. So the sun is the largest object in the solar system. The sun's huge gravitational field keeps many other objects in orbit around it. For a planet to form, its own gravity must be strong enough to make it round or spherical in shape. Its gravitational field must also be strong enough to clear the neighbourhood, pulling in smaller objects into it or into orbit of it. The solar system also contains small objects called comets. Comets are similar to asteroids, but they are made of a rocky material, dust and ice. As a comet approaches the sun, it begins to vaporise, which means that it turns into gas and produces a distinctive tail. Pluto is a dwarf planet. The gravitational field of a dwarf planet is not strong enough to clear the neighbourhood, so therefore there may be other objects in its orbit. The solar system contains hundreds of dwarf planets, including Sirius, which is found in the asteroid belt. The solar system contains millions of asteroids, so these orbit the sun in a highly elliptical orbit. Lots of asteroids are found in between Mars and Jupiter, and they're mainly made of rocky material and contain metals. Moons and natural satellites that orbit planets. Many planets have moons, but some planets have many moons. So scientists believe that the solar system was formed when a cloud of dust in space was dispersed, maybe by an explosion by a nearby star. This explosion made waves in space that squeezed the cloud of gas and dust together. So the squeezing made the cloud start to collapse, so as gravity pulled the gas and dust together, forming a solar nebula. So just like a dancer that spins around faster and faster, she pulls in her arms. So the same happens with a big cloud as that starts to rotate quicker. The arms pull in. So eventually the cloud would grow hotter and denser in the centre, with a disk of gas and dust surrounding it that was hotter at the centre and cooler at the edges. So the star then would form in the centre of the solar system when nuclear fusion begins. As the disk gets thinner and thinner, particles begin to stick together and form clumps. Some of these clumps got bigger. As particles and clumps stuck to them, eventually they ended up forming planets and moons. So near the centre of the cloud were the planets like Earth and other rocky materials. They formed the rocky planets near the centre of the solar system. Icy matter settled in the outer regions of the disk along with other rocky material, so this is where the gas planets or gas giants like Jupiter formed. As the cloud continued falling, the centre eventually became hotter and hotter, and as the star, so as the sun was born, that blew out most of the gases towards the edge or further out from the centre of the solar system. So we're looking at a few questions. So what is a solar system? So our solar system is a name given to the sun and the planets that orbit it. If we're looking at what a planet is, so a planet is a natural satellite of a star. So in our solar system there are 8 planets. All the planets in our solar system orbit the sun.
Thanks for watching.